I'm going to review the first official EP by Metallica called Garage Days Revisited, or the 598 EP. I will be sharing some memories of this EP and talk about a little bit of the history. This EP is celebrating an anniversary as it was released 35 years ago on August 21st, 1987. So this is the first official recording with Jason Newsted. They were not ready to release the full album yet. They had only recorded like one song. It was a demo for Blackened, but that would be coming out on the next album, Justice for All. So they decided to just do some cover songs, and these were bands that were big influences on them. A lot of these bands were not well known, but they actually became a lot more popular after Metallica started covering them. So for example, there were bands like Diamond Head and Budgie who have been around for a long time, or at least Budgie has been around for a long time. Diamond Head was a little more recent, but they became a lot more popular. Now, when I remember buying this when it came out, I was 17 years old. I was just getting into metal, and I remember buying it because I saw the price tag. And at that time I was working a part-time job after school, and I spent my paychecks pretty much mostly on buying music. And I remember buying the CD for like $5.98, but supposedly like the CD was like a $9.99 CD. I may be misremembering it, or maybe this is like a Mandela effect or something like that, but I have memory of owning the CD and I remember paying $5.98 for it. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I just bought it on cassette and I don't remember, but that's just what my memories are. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but I used to listen to this album all the time, when I was in high school and later when I went off to college. It's just a short 5-song EP, but just all the songs were really good. It was different from what I knew from Master of Puppets, but this EP just brings back lots of memories. So, one thing you may be wondering, does it have bass? One of the big things people talk about is that when Justice for All came out, they turned Jason's bass guitar all the way down. But on this EP, you could actually hear it very well. I kind of like re-listened to this with the idea of, let me wonder if they do hear the bass. And there are a few songs where you do hear some bass solos, and it's there. So just to clear that up. So let me talk about the songs. There are 5 songs, but this is a UK version. There's a UK version that only had 4 songs because of like some of the time restrictions on what qualifies to be an EP. But the main album has 5 songs. So the first song, Helpless, originally recorded by Diamond Head, and Diamond Head released a few metal albums before Metallica. They were kind of like one of the first like proto thrash bands. Like this can be heard on their song "Am I Evil?" That was also covered by Metallica prior to this EP. Then Helpless, it's just a fast-paced song, has this punk rock energy. Metallica took this song and just like made it even thrashier. It's just a great opener to the EP, has lots of energy, and it's a great song. Next is The Small Hours, originally recorded by the band Holocaust. The Holocaust was a Scottish band. They're kind of part of the whole new wave of British heavy metal scene. They were influenced by bands like Black Sabbath and Judas Priest, and I'm actually unfamiliar with that band. I've never really listened to anything of their original stuff, and I think they're still active. The song The Wait, it's kind of like a slow doom metal song. Very haunting intro, plodding guitar riffs, and this is where you do hear Jason's bass guitar playing very well, and probably also one of those slowest songs that Metallica has ever recorded. Then there is The Wait. That's a cover by the band Killing Joke. Now, kind of a strange choice to cover this band because they were more of a post-punk band, but Metallica took the song and made it heavy. This one has a nice heavy rhythm, lots of energy in the chorus. The bass guitar can be heard very well in the song as well. I went back and listened to the original song as well, and Killing Joke is a band, or this song actually, it sounded a little more towards like industrial metal. It was still heavy, but the vocals reminded me of like British punk rock. The original song, they kind of did some like electronic stuff in the chorus, and it was kind of like an early like Ministry song, but it was heavy enough for Metallica to make it into a metal song. Then Crash Course in Brain Surgery. originally recorded by Budgie. Now, what's amazing is that this single was released back in 1971. Now, metal was pretty much in its infancy. Only like Black Sabbath was doing it. I listened to the original, and it's still very heavy. You know, Metallica took it to the next level. And this is a great song. It has some really chugging guitar riffs, lots of cool interludes and breakdowns, and you know, Kirk Hammett, he really shreds on the guitar solos, making this a really like thrashy song. Then the last one, Last Caress, Green Hell, originally recorded by the Misfits. Now, this is a punk band formed by Glenn Danzig. He also fronted the band. The Metallica cover is more of like a thrashy cover song. The first part has these like graphic lyrics, and I'm not going to be able to repeat it on YouTube, but that was the style of the Misfits back in the day. Then Green Hell, a faster paced punk rock song, and just this two-song combination is not very long. That's really cool. Like they ended with like playing the opening riff to Iron Maiden's "Run to the Hill," but they kind of like played out of tune. They kind of did this as a joke, I guess. And that's all I'm going to say about this. I'm keeping this video short. The EP was just a good way to tide you over between albums. You know, back then Metallica released albums every like 1 or 2 years, so this was a really nice introduction to Jason Newsted, as opposed to And Justice for All, which is a great album, but we all know that one didn't have the bass. So the weekend is here. My next 2 album reviews will be for Five Finger Death Punch and Soilwork, and possibly I Prevail if I have time. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.